welcome back to another episode of Giovanna's Interviews. Our guest today for the 16th episode of Giovanna's Interviews, he was the voice of Milano and Dortolo on VeggieTales. He was also in the Dragon Ball Z Ocean cast. He was also Ravage and Ramhorn on Transformers Beast Wars. He was the voice of Dingo on Sonic Underground. He was the voice of Bumpy Dog and Mr. Sparks on the hit PBS Kids show Make Way for Noddy. He was also the voice for Barry on Toddworld. He was the voice of Bibble in the Barbie franchise. He was the voice of Snips on My Little Pony's Friendship is Magic. He was the voice of Cyrus Borg on Lego Ninjago's Masters of Spinjitzu and Ninjago. And he was the voice of Drix in Lego Ninjago's Dragons Rising. My guest today is Lee Tockar. Well, Giovanna and Lee, take it away. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Giovanna's Interviews. I'm your host, Giovanna. With me today, I got a very special guest joining me. You may know him as the voice of Milano and Dortolo. I hope I said those two names right. From VeggieTales. You may know him as the voice of another name I don't know, but I'm going to try my best to say it right. Mui on Dragon Ball Z. You may know him as the voice
Dragon Ball Z. Actually, I play Guru in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the one who created all the Dragon Balls in the first place. And I even forgot that I did that. So I've never even been telling anybody all these years until I look back. Other people, I'm just starting to do a little PR stuff for myself this year for the first time.
Yeah.
So, because as you see, my followers are they're dedicated, but I don't know,
Awesome.
75,000 or something through all my
Okay.
socials. But this year for sure. Yeah.
Yes. You may also know
No,
him
I
as
did not. Oh, yeah. Keep going.
sorry. Okay. You may know him as the voice of Ravage and Ramhorn from Transformers Beast Wars. You may know him as the voice of Dingo from Sonic Underground. You may know him as Bumpy Dog and Mr. Sparks from the hit PBS Kids show Make Way for Noddy.
Oh my gosh.
You may know him as the voice of Barry from Toddworld. You may know him as the voice of Bibble in the Barbie franchise. You may know him as Snips in My Little Pony's Friendship is Magic and My Little Pony Equestria Girls. And you may know him as the voice of Cyrus Borg from Lego Ninjago's Masters of Spinjitzu and Lego Ninjago, and Drix in Lego Ninjago's Dragons Rising. And you may also know him as the voice of Bling Bling Boy from Johnny Test. Please welcome my guest. Please welcome Lee Tockar. Lee, welcome. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me. That's very kind of you to have me on the show. And
Yes.
I didn't even remember I did half of those things. Wow. I've been busy. The question is, where's all the money gone?
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
I don't know where the money's gone.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I have just been sort of looking at all my stuff lately, and I forgot that, I don't even know who this other character, Moo or New in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I checked it behind the voices, and it said that you played that character.
Oh, okay. No, the one in Dragon Ball? No, I
Yeah.
don't remember. Don't remember that character. I do remember Guru. And I probably played a lot of different things, and Frieza in the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Kai. So
Cool.
I did get to play Frieza. Now just we gotta wait until Ocean Studios lets the rest of the world know.
Cool. Well, welcome. How are you doing today, Lee?
I'm grand. I just woke up a little while ago and getting ready for my day, and lo and behold, here you are, and here is my day. You're the first, other than my wife over there. I can't say I've talked to anybody else in the world. So,
Wow.
hello, welcome to this.
Hello.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the everything here.
Yes. Well, Lee, of course, I know you are. The people who don't know who you are. Could you please introduce yourself and talk a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Lee Tockar. Well, let's see. It was a cold February morning, 1969. Anyway, I do cartoon voiceovers. I'm an artist as well. Visual artist, performing art, anything that involves the arts. I am a writer. I'm a novelist and a children's book writer, um, poet, illustrator, um, sculptor, and Geez, I don't know anything involving the arts,
Nice.
I don't mind talking about myself and doing these things because I hope that I'm an inspiration to other people like me who are legally blind. So there's something else that is sort of what you get with this package. So
Mhm.
I'm an advocate for the legal for the blind, and I am a spokesperson or have been for the Foundation for Fighting Blindness, now Fighting Blindness Canada. So yeah, and so that's kind of me. I'm very silly. I'm often doing several strange voices or discovering new voices as I putter around my house.
Yep.
And yeah, there's really not much more to say.
Awesome. Thank you. So, Lee, I like to start off every interview asking this question. So, I want to know, how'd you get started as a voice actor?
Well, uh, um, I lived with my grandmother, mother and grandfather who raised me, and my mother who had me when she was just turning 16. So she was a kid, and so we all lived together
Oh,
with grandma and
yeah.
grandpa with four other siblings, and so I used to when I was five, the mom and her husband took me away, and I didn't see a lot of my family, but I'd go on weekends and I'd sit in front of the high piled shag rug in front of the floor mount television and watch Bugs Bunny, and Mel Blanc was on. And then I realized that this guy does all of the different voices, and June Foray did all of the female voices.
Oh,
And so I
yeah.
decided right there and then I wanted to be a cartoon. I didn't know what that meant because I wasn't sure what the process was. I just knew that that was somebody's voice, and somehow that was a thing. And I didn't get it because I was five. Clever,
Yeah.
but still, a 5-year-old does not understand the machinations of how to put together a cartoon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so when I was 11 and still living at home for the next year, I was listening to a radio program because I listened to CBC Radio, the Canadian Broadcasting
Okay.
Service or
Yeah.
system or whatever it is. Um, and Kathy Westlick was on.
Hmm.
And I was listening to her. I'm pretty sure it was Kathy, but she said that the person being interviewed in Kelowna, my hometown,
Hmm.
they said, so what is, and anyway, I found out that she does voices for cartoons. And it's the first time since I was a kid that I ever heard that that was done. And so I would investigate into it, and I ran away when I was 12 and a bit,
Hmm.
and it was group homes, foster homes. But all that time I kept thinking about, Mel Blanc, and then thinking about this place in Vancouver because Kelowna did make a lot of cartoons, funny
Nice.
enough.
Hmm.
Yeah, so because not a very big town. So I'd went to Vancouver, I'd save up money doing
Hmm.
paper routes and peddling Dickie D ice cream
Yeah.
on the front of a bike with my buddy,
Hmm.
and uh, and then I'd save up money for the Greyhound, take the Greyhound to Vancouver, from the Greyhound to an audition I would hear about through this fellow named Doug Parker that was doing these directorship there.
Yep.
And so I would save up money, go to the Greyhound, do the audition for Doug, get back on the Greyhound, go home, repeat whatever I heard Doug tell me there was a new audition in town. Didn't have an agent, didn't have anything, just had a lot of yeah stuff. So I always wanted to be a cartoon when I was in Kelowna still, even when I was 5.5 and just heard about Mel Blanc before I left. I was walking down the street hand in hand with my mom on Bernard Avenue in Kelowna, and she said, "What do I want to be?" And I was holding her hand. I looked up and said, "I want to be a cartoon." And I'm sure she got
Hmm.
very concerned,
Yeah. Be like,
as parents would. Yeah. What is this?
what's a cartoon? What's a
What does,
cartoon?
yeah, what is my kid talking about? So, I
Like,
was
what
already,
the
I
heck is
was,
my kid
I,
talking about?
exactly. I was already bumping into stuff because of these things. And so,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, oh, what is wrong with my kid? Send this one back. So anyway, I always wanted to make funny voices because I always was my ears tuned to them. Couldn't see, but my ears are great. So I
Okay.
was impersonating Kermit the Frog and stuff, and it was only natural from there.
Awesome. Thank you. So I want to start talking about your shows. Now, you did the voice of Manlano and Dortano, hoping I'm saying those names right, from VeggieTales.
Yeah, you mentioned VeggieTales, and that is going back so far. Do
Hmm.
you have an affinity for this cartoon particularly, or is this
So,
just something that you randomly picked up as a factoid about
So
me.
actually, the funny thing is, I have never seen VeggieTales, but I only know the songs, some of the songs from VeggieTales.
Oh,
So I
okay.
do want to ask you, what was it like getting to do VeggieTales?
Well, it was probably one of my very first gigs, so I was thrilled, I can tell you. And anything that was in the beginning of my career, and all those yeah, well, Street Sharks was my first big one.
Yeah.
But VeggieTales and the first iteration of Littlest Pet Shop, I played Chet the Pony, and nobody knows that because that's a way long time ago.
No, way
Uh,
before I was even born. I wasn't born till
way,
2005.
2005 you were born? Oh
Yep.
my God. I was born in a different century. So, how does that make me feel?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. That just happened.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, at any point in that part of my career, everything was new. Everything was brand new. And so, like anything else that I started with, when people first started to recognize that I don't just sound like Ripster from Street Sharks,
Mhm,
um, was just it was a godsend to me
mhm,
because I was coming from at that point I was coming from being a street kid in Kelowna to living in Vancouver and getting and still like telling jokes up and down Robson Street to get day old bread and stuff. So I was like,
yeah.
and fresh fruit and everything. But everybody knew me as that guy that does the funny voices, that crazy kid coming around and telling jokes every day. So they'd always have a package ready for me. So I've been singing for my supper since I got here.
Yeah.
So anything like VeggieTales, I would have been like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here.
Mhm,
And I was probably so excited about being there. I don't really remember much about the job.
mhm. Well, I mean, that
Yeah.
was like a long time ago. That was like, oh,
Very long time ago. Yeah,
yeah. I
yes,
mean, maybe
yes.
some kids would remember VeggieTales on VHS and DVD, probably.
Maybe, yes. Yeah, DVD. What is this thing you talk about DVD? Kidding.
What? You don't know about a DVD?
No, it's just that I've been through DVDs since before yeah, never mind. Do
Yeah,
you
okay.
remember the 8-track tape and the cassette player? Right. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I've watched everything go from phonograph, which with something in old cartoons and old movies that I would see. I'd never actually had a phonograph,
Hmm.
but everything I've seen all the iterations from 8-track tape up to chip implants. That's coming,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sure.
Oh, wow.
Well, why not?
Yeah. All right. I do want to talk about now Dragon Ball Z. You did Dragon Ball
Okay.
Z. So what was it like
Yep.
getting to do Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z was awesome because it was for Frieza, and it is the ocean dub, and so it's
Yes.
kind of a rare thing. I don't know if anybody can find a copy of it out there. I believe that there was between Ocean Dub and one of the studios, there was a dispute about territory.
Okay.
And like when a distributor, but they make their money off licensing to distributors, the
Hmm.
owners of the property.
Yeah.
And so if some properties will be shown in Germany or in Britain or in the UK or in Australia or in Japan or in all these other things or here in Canada or the US. And there was a dispute over one territory in particular,
Yeah.
and it was probably the US market.
Hmm.
So it's out there in other places, I
Yeah.
think, but not in America, I don't think, which is very strange. But the fact that I got to play Frieza,
Hmm.
wow, that's really amazing.
And what was it like getting to play Frieza on Dragon Ball Z?
It was excellent. I remember when I got the job, he was very screamy and very high pitched. Ah, Super Saiyan.
Well, you guys were
And
screaming your heads off.
we were screaming our heads off, but I started screaming from the beginning, and then they told me, "Oh yeah, he goes through a lot of bigger iterations, like he gets bigger and bigger." And I'm like, "Oh wow, I should
Oh
have
gosh.
started way smaller than that." So by the time he was fully evolved,
Hmm.
I was like, I could taste blood, basically, not really for real, but it was like it felt like that. It was very, very hard
Hmm.
on my throat. But I just thought, every time that I would get a little tickle in my throat. I just think that tickle is making me money. Just suffer through it,
Yeah.
and plus I was doing a dream job. So,
Yeah. Did you ever
Dragon
think
Ball Z.
after did you ever think after Dragon Ball Z you'd always have like a headache after screaming your head off or not really?
No, 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 no. I never got a headache. It's always just it's really tough on the throat. So
Mhm.
I had to learn and discover for myself by t talking to opera singers and people like that I knew.
Mhm.
Um, just how they look after their vocal cords and how they look after the larynx
Yeah.
and what to drink and eat before a gig, and no chocolate, no coffee, no milk, no
Mhm.
things, just like hot lemon, honey water is
Yeah.
probably the best, you know,
Mhm.
things like that. But the whole experience, my whole career basically has just been one long uh amazing ride for me,
Mhm.
because I was that kid sitting on the floor uh, at my grandma's place watching TV and wishing that I could be that. And
Yeah.
then I'm one of the few rare cases where a person got to do what they've always wanted to do.
There was a
So,
scene I remember in Dragon Ball Z that was do you remember the It's Over 9,000 scene?
oh my gosh. Well, you're gonna have to remind me of that.
That was the scene. That was the scene with Nappa and Vegeta, and Nappa goes, "Hey Vegeta, what's the power scale says about his power level?" And then Vegeta goes, "It's over 9,000." And then Nappa goes, "What over 9,000? It can't be." That's the scene that Michael Dobson and Brian Jordan did together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to ask you, did you ever think it was going to be a meme online?
No, I, no, I never would have thought that. So you're apparently it's a meme online now, you're telling me.
It was
So I
like a
did
meme like a couple years ago.
really?
I think like a couple years ago. I don't know.
I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I was wondering if me and you could recreate the It's Over 9,000 scene, maybe, because I recreated this scene with Michael Dobson last year.
What?
Yeah, we did. We seriously did. Me and Michael Dobson recreated the It's Over 9,000 scene.
Uh, uh, I would not even know the scene. If you do, I just have to say over 9,000. Is that what I have to do?
Yeah, I'll do Nappa, you do Vegeta, and I can always help you. Okay, ready?
Okay, well, just yeah, I guess I'm ready.
Okay,
Sure.
okay. Hey Vegeta, what's the power scale says about his power level?
Uh, over 9,000.
What? Over 9,000? It can't be. Yeah. There you go. We did it.
Wow, that's
Awesome!
not
Yes, you
not
did
one
it!
not one rehearsal. Not one rehearsal.
Yes! I will tag Michael Dobson on Instagram and show you that we recreated this scene. And he'll be happy. He'll be happy.
Well,
Michael,
say
if you
hi
see
to
this, if
say
you see
say
this
hi to
as a
Michael.
if Michael Dobson, if you see this as a preview, because I'm tagging you on Instagram for this preview, me and Lee Toker just recreated your scene. It's over 9,000, and I did Napa for you. So yeah,
There you
awesome.
go.
All right,
Well,
well, I
say
want to
hi
get
to
on.
him for me. He's an old
I
friend of
will.
mine.
I will. All right. Well, I want to talk about your next show. Now, you did the
Yep.
voice of Ravage and Ramhorn on Transformers Beast Wars.
I forgot. I keep forgetting I do Ram Horn. I'd
Oh,
like to
really?
get to hold of some of those scenes. Yeah. I
Oh,
just remember that for the main casting of that show for Transformers, Beast Wars, and for Transformers, I was at the time going back and forth because I had already been established a little bit, and I was now going back and forth to Kelowna from Vancouver to look after family that was sick and
uh,
sometimes needing money and stuff. So I took for the first little while the money that I had went to my mom or
okay.
went to it went to people in the family and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And of course, Vancouver, it was expensive, and I still hadn't established myself fully at that
Yeah.
point. But Ravage, I got Ace Fipke knew me from before, and he always wanted to work with me because he heard that I could do all these different kinds of voices. But I was away during the main auditioning for that.
Okay.
But he really wanted to work with me. And so when I got back, I was called in by Ace Fipke and the people over there. And I believe it was at, oh, I can't remember the name of the studio
Okay.
right now. There's
Yeah.
another big studio that they have of the same name in the UK. Anyway,
So what was it like
and
getting
he
to
said
do? What was it like getting to
uh,
do Beast Wars?
it was great. So he got me in there and he asked me like, we need this other character named Ravage, and
Mhm.
we need you to do like, can you do like a Russian accent? And of course, on my mother's side, there's Ukrainian and Polish.
Yeah.
So I've been growing up listening to Ukrainians, but it's not that much different than doing Russian. So I have been listening to this all the time when I was a kid, never mind. So, but it was Ukrainian, very similar, but not. But I had it in the pocket and I did it, and and then so he tweaked my voice and I could hear it in my head to make that effect, like it's the last Decepticon. And so they did this thing that, but I could already almost do it with my voice, but I was young
Yeah.
and didn't sound that cool. And
Yeah.
so I was just thrilled. And then when I saw the scope of it, I think that's when it really hit me.
Mhm.
Because I took a quick little detour down the rabbit hole of Transformers fandom, and it
Yes.
just like blew my head off. And he's like, wow,
Whoa.
this thing's huge.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So I
It
was
wasn't
just
like,
thrilled.
yeah, it wasn't like also being part of the legacy of Transformers.
Yeah, well, that's when I first realized that this thing is massive.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm sure we'll talk about the MLP fandom later, but
Mhm.
it's the same thing when you realize, because Giovanna, you have to, okay, what the experience that people don't understand is that
Yeah.
for me anyway, and people in Vancouver here, when the industry was new,
Yes.
we didn't see a lot of the cartoons that we were doing because they were just obviously just coming out.
Hmm.
And so we had no idea. We would just go into the studio, and it's usually for ADR, audio
Uh-huh.
dialogue replacement or automatic. That's where it's taken a dub from other languages like
Yes.
Japanese or Chinese or Korean, and we
Right.
dub it into English. So
Oh
we're there
yeah.
one at a time in the studio, one
Yes.
person at a time. So it's really hard to know when you're doing it that
Mhm.
it just goes, your voice goes from here to with here and here at the same time, coming out
Mhm.
of here into a microphone and into the world. Well, we have no idea the scope of what
Right.
how big that world is that
Hmm.
are watching.
Yeah.
And so when we hear about it from other people, we're just like, oh, that job that I did. Oh, I remember that. At least that's the way
Yeah.
it is for me anyway. And
Because
so when I heard the fandom was so big, it was actually like obviously it was an incredible honor,
right.
right?
You know,
But I didn't know how to place that number of people in my
mhm.
head.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Because when I've interviewed so many actors from Transformers, and they've honestly said too that that they would go in just them, and they would have to do dubbing as well.
Yeah, well, that's the way dubbing is done. We can
Yes.
only go in one at a time.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I do want to talk
Yeah.
about your next show. Now, you did the voice of Dingo on Sonic Underground.
Yeah. If you have a clip of that, because I haven't heard a clip of it, but I do know that
Mhm.
Dingo was big in that.
Mhm.
He was like one of the head bad people, right? Bad
I think so.
dogs.
Yeah, yeah. What was it like
Yeah.
getting to do Sonic Underground?
Well, again, another fandom that I had no idea would catch on. I knew that people knew about it, but
Yeah.
I I spend most of my life just making things like writing or painting or
Mhm.
carving, and I don't watch a lot of the cartoons that I'm actually in, so I don't get to experience it the
Oh.
way a fandom would. Like I'm just one of the I don't know how many. I think maybe other actors probably watch themselves, quite a bit. I don't know. Is you getting like a thing across the screen here, like a sunbeam thing?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
good. Okay,
My
never
blinds are
mind then.
just
Forget
closed,
it.
so yeah.
All right, perfect. Anyway, so yeah, I did. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the question again?
What was it like getting to do Sonic Underground?
Yeah, yeah. I did not know how big it was going to be. To me, it was just a wonderful job. Like I
Yeah.
loved going, and I still do, love
Mhm.
going into the studios and making funny. Like ADR is great, and I love it,
Yeah.
but it's so much funner when the whole cast is
I
there and
know,
they're feeding off
yeah.
each other, and you get that
Doing
kind of
funny
vibe. And
things.
oh, just it's like sitting in a room with a bunch of talk monkeys. That's what I call them. Instead of sock monkeys, these are my talk monkeys.
Yeah.
So that's you could quote me. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And I do
That's
know
not.
Jamal
I don't
Lewin
think
did
it's
the
gonna
voice of
catch on.
Sonic, Sonia, and Manic, and he worked in California.
And who is this one?
Jamal Lewin, he played
Oh
Sonic.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
played Sonic, Sonia, and Manic, and he recorded in California.
Yep.
And I do know the singing voice actors worked separately from you guys.
Yeah, they do. And I am a singer and I have sung for a few things, but not as many things. Like a lot of people don't know that I sing, and so I don't
Ooh.
tell a lot of people, so I
Yeah.
don't get offered a lot of singing jobs, but I do actually sing.
Okay.
And yeah, and so uh, it's just a wild experience. It was just a wild experience because these
Nice.
fandoms that I didn't know anything about. I thought it was just like a video game or something. I just didn't realize that there was this whole other universe side to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. I do want to talk about your next show. Now, you did the voice of Bumpy Dog and Mr. Sparks, and I think I also checked on the Make Way for Naughty wiki. And did you also do the narrator on Make Way for Naughty?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't remember. I
but
don't know. I
but
might
I'm
have
gonna
done the
say you.
narrator on Naughty. Maybe I
I don't
could have.
know. I checked the wiki this morning, like before you came on, and I guess apparently it said you were also the narrator. But I do
Oh
know
well,
you
then
were.
I might have been. I probably was then if it
I
says
don't
that.
know, but I do know
I
you were
trust the
Mr.
world to fill in the gaps for me. So
Yes. But I do know you were Bumpy Dog and Mr. Sparks on the hit PBS Kids show Make Way for
I
Naughty.
I was Mr. Sparks. He was a Hispanic character, wasn't he?
He was like the handy person on Naughty.
Yeah, but was he not? Did he not have a Hispanic accent? Or am I
Um,
mixing this
I
up?
could play a
I don't know.
clip of Mr. Sparks. Hold on, let me pull up a clip.
Well, I would love to hear that.
Okay, make sure my volume's up. Hang on.
I'd like you to remind me of anything that you
Yeah, hang on.
refer
Let me
to
let me
in
let me pull
audio.
up a clip of Mr. Sparks if I could find a
Mr.
clip.
Sparks. Oh my God.
Um, I spelled that wrong. Hang on. Let me see. Uh, but yeah, but he was a cool character. Really liked Mr. Sparks. Um, I don't know if I can find a clip,
Oh,
honestly.
that's okay, Giovanna. That's
All
okay.
right.
Now
But what
I'm
was it like getting
curious
to
though.
do? But what was it like getting to do Make Way for Naughty?
It was great. Well, first of all, I love doing dog and cat animals. It like sounds, and I don't know why I've always been so good at them. I know that Mel Blanc used to do the sound of the dog, that little
Mhm.
yippy, flappy, jumpy, aroundy dog.
Yeah.
And I learned how to do my growls and and stuff from him doing that. And all the screaming thing. I can't do all the barking things right now because I'm just waking up.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I love playing cats and dogs and things and giving them their own voices, and I loved it. And I remember Mr. Naughty. He was great. He was a really fun character. Not
Mhm.
Mr. Naughty, Mr. Sparks on
Mr.
Naughty.
Sparks,
I don't
yeah.
know who Mr. Naughty is, but he's no whatever.
Hey, Naughty's
Um,
a guy, Naughty's a kid.
yes, well, yeah, he's not a Mister yet.
No.
Yeah,
So I do have
but
a
it was
question about Bumpy Dog.
okay.
How did you do the voice of Bumpy Dog?
I don't remember what he sounds like, so if you could
Oh,
play a clip, it would be great. But
okay, hang
I
on. Let
know
me
that
play one of the episodes.
but he didn't talk though, if I
No, he
recall.
barked.
Yeah, he
Um,
just barks. So I mean,
yeah.
I've loved doing that. I wouldn't mind seeing a list if somebody could compile for me a list of all of the animals that I
It's
played
okay.
because
Yeah.
I know that I was Brain and Mad Cat in Inspector Gadget, one of the movies, the
Okay.
most exciting adventures or
Yeah.
something, and
Mhm.
um, I played Stretcho Mutt
Okay.
in Crypto the Wonder Dog, and
Oh,
I've
Crypto
just
the
played
Super Dog.
Super Dog. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I
Crypto.
played dogs and cats. I played Ruff in Dennis the Menace.
Okay.
So I just kind of everybody knew me as the guy that did all the funny
That's
animal kind of
cool. Yeah.
sounds. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm like the totally unknown Frank Welker of Canada.
Yes, Frank Welker. He's awesome. Love Frank
He
Welker.
is. Who doesn't love Frank Welker?
Yeah. I do also have a relatable question to Naughty, and relatable to Bumpy Dog. Did you ever do work for PBS Kids Sprout?
Good Sprouts. I know that. I know I've heard of that show. No, I don't think I've been on it.
It
If
was
I
a
have
TV
been on it,
channel.
if I
Uh,
have
I
been on it,
think
please
Bump
let me know.
I think Bumpy Dog was part of the birthday song on the birthday show. Hang on,
Oh,
let me see, because I think you did it, but I don't know. Hang on. Let me
I
see,
did
because
not know that. Okay.
I could play the song. Hang on.
Sure, sure.
If I get copyrighted, if I get copyrighted, then sorry.
Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, I don't know if that was you or not. So,
It's very low, so I can't hear. It was very,
uh,
very low.
oh,
Yes.
okay. Maybe I could send you the link to the video maybe later on after this interview.
Sounds good.
I could send you
Sounds
the
good.
link. I could send you the link.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a,
Well, cool. Then you did the voice of Barry on Todd World.
like, you're bringing up the most crazy references that I'm like small roles that I haven't
Well,
done for
I
years.
checked
It's
your
like
behind the
stunned.
voices. Those are the only things
No,
like that I know.
I know that you know. I just like it reminds me, and then I'm like, oh, I remember
What?
that name from someplace in
From
my
somewhere.
Rolodex. Yeah, from
So what was
someplace. I
it
don't
like
know.
getting to do Todd World?
Todd World was great too. I mean, again, one of the earlier ones that I did in my career. So at that point, I was absolutely starstruck at everything, and like wow, this is a microphone. This is the same microphone that anyway, stuff like all. It was all new for me. Is basically
Mhm.
what I'm saying. It was
Yeah.
all new, and it was
Mhm.
just so exciting the whole thing. So meeting the new fellow actors that would go on to become friends of mine to this day. So we're
Yes.
talking about 30-year friendships. Like
Mhm.
the people that you work with, all the people that I know, well,
Mhm.
the people I stay in touch with now outside of the industry, I've
Yeah.
been friends with for 30 years
Wow, really long
in the
time.
industry, 30 to 25 to 20. Those people just and we sort of because we all rose at the same time,
Mhm.
um, we would be sort of visible more than everybody else because we
Yeah.
were just for we really wanted this. This
Mhm.
was our career, and we had all been given some kind of touched by the bug,
Yeah.
bitten by the bug of the whole thing, and so we were
Mhm.
just insane trying to get to be the
Yeah.
best. And so we knew those other people. We could see them because we ended up in the same shows together. We're like, oh, I remember you.
Yeah.
And how's what And then it was no longer just luck. It was just like, wow, these people are really working as hard as I am to be here. And so when you go through that kind of struggle in the beginning, and then you see your fellow people like 25 years later being a success, it just makes you very, very proud,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to get on to your next show, technically a movie. You did the voice of Bibble on the Barbie franchise on Barbie
Oh.
Fairytopia, Barbie Mermania, and Barbie. Oh, it's at the tip of my tongue. Barbie Fairytopia, Over the Rainbow. So what was it like getting to what was it like getting to play Bibble?
Oh, Bibble was fantastic because I got to write that all the stuff that you hear, all it said was he makes happy sounds. That was just parentheses, like in brackets.
Mhm.
Bibble makes happy sounds and or looks to Lena and says some gibberish. So I
Yeah.
had to come up with that whole language of his.
Hmm.
And I never knew that that would be the phenomenon, but apparently, Bibble, as I'm told, not as I am telling you, I've been told this since his
Yeah.
creation that he stole the show every time. And
Yeah.
so now there's huge movements. There's Bible supremacy out there. There's a guy in Mexico who he just sings in Bible voice. He puts on these glasses and he sings in Bible voice to all these songs with all the words, the singing voices scrubbed out. So
Yeah.
he sings in Bible voice and he's getting like 1.5 million views every time that he sings a new
Wow.
song. Yeah, so this Bible thing has gone all over the world. It's just absolutely viral. But then again, in retrospect, Giovanna, you never really know
Yes.
what's going to hit and what's going to be.
No.
To me, growing up, and again, I don't never really watched my own cartoons.
Right.
In the beginning, I don't think people have much of a choice because you're when you get your first couple of gigs, you're like, I want to see what I did. I want to see what I sounded like. But then that
Yeah.
novelty went away very soon for me because I was working all the time.
Right.
And so I didn't have a chance to watch anything. And I just was never really,
Yeah, I really did
I
love Bibble. I love the Bibble. Bibble's
oh, Bibble
so
was great.
iconic.
Yes,
He's a
yeah,
cool
I loved him.
character.
He is.
Yeah, and I do want to ask, how'd you do the voice for Bibble?
Well, just that way. I just found I Bibble is there was a way back when I was a little boy, there was something called bungee. It was a
Mhm.
character named Bungie, Bungy.
Okay.
And he's a bubble voice like this, so he talked like this. And so I learned how to do that when I was like five or five, I think,
Wow.
four or five, maybe five.
Mhm.
And so I could speak like that, and it was very
Mhm.
strange. So I used to like do jokes for people in that funny voice.
Yeah.
So the basis is that,
Mhm.
and then that, that kind of that gibberish speak, I just kind of made it up. That and that, like
Nice.
these are just it's recombinations until I just went, oh, that sounds silly.
That sounds
So I
silly.
just, yeah, that's silly enough. Ding ding ding.
Yeah. There was a scene I do remember of Bibble. I was actually watching this scene last night, but do you remember the scene when Bibble goes into and finds this food and starts eating it, and then one he starts dancing and singing, another one he starts dancing and singing?
Oh yeah. And then
Yeah, that one.
yodels? Doesn't he yodel in that one?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that was not me. I wish
Oh,
it
really?
was. They never asked me to yodel because I can. It's just been a long time. Yodel, yodel. I can't. I
Yeah.
used to be able to do it a lot, but I haven't had anything to drink that
Yeah, and
coffee.
then Bibble got actually like a talking voice. That was
Oh
funny.
yeah, and then he got like good old Barry White and stuff like this. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
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 he got all Barry White in one episode in one little bit there, and I
yeah,
loved it. I loved
yeah.
it.
That's so cool. All right, well, I want to start talking about your next show, and so you did the voice of Snips on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, but
Yes, I did.
not only that, but you were also in the Equestria Girls,
I was, yes.
and I have
Snips
all three of
equestrian.
them. I have all three
Oh,
DVDs.
fantastic.
I have all
Yeah,
three of
yeah.
them. They're really good.
Well, I've always been doing some sort of voices like this because I really like that raspy part of my voice. And so it didn't take too much to make him a little bit higher and, oh, and just make him sound silly. So
Yeah,
it was kind of he was taking all the voices that I did in that range and filtered out for the first time in one character.
yeah,
So Snips was that.
yeah,
Stephen Magnet, there's a whole other scenario around Stephen Magnet. But
yeah.
but yeah,
What was it
Snips
like
was the
getting to
fun.
do My Little Pony?
Okay, so here's another really cool thing because
Yeah,
I had no idea.
mhm,
Nobody had any idea what we were in for.
yeah,
So those of us lucky enough to get into the show, we did our auditions and then we
yeah.
got the gigs and then we did the thing and then we started going to conventions
Oh,
and they were just starting to come around.
yeah,
And so in the beginning of the convention craze, we were all brand new at it, especially from Vancouver.
yeah.
And so I went to my first ever My Little Pony in New York
Ooh,
and getting into the big amphitheater there. And I followed somebody else. I can't remember who was it Lauren? I can't remember. But anyway, I came in right after somebody very special. Maybe it was Tabitha. But anyway, I knew Tara Strong was coming in too, and it was like a jet engine, the
yeah.
sound of the people. And I was completely in that moment walking in and walking up the stage to the panel, looking out over the sea of people.
Mhm.
And I was just like, this is this is not what is happening here. Like this is not normal.
Yeah.
This is a completely different world. And
Mhm.
that's when I first had my very first experience with finding the reach, like really discovering the reach of us doing our job alone or together in a small group in Vancouver in a
Yeah.
room
Mhm.
to like, here's where it goes.
Mhm.
This is where your work goes to. And it was just it was mind scrambling. It was mental making, but in the best way. All I remember is this, I was having this, I tried my best not to like have the smile break past the edges of my face. So
Mhm.
I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
holy cow. And I was trying to look all cool and, oh yeah, this is pretty
It's
cool.
like,
You guys are great. You
oh,
guys are great. Inside, I'm like, oh my God, look at it. Oh,
it's like,
I just,
ah,
I
so
just
many
scared my
fans.
I know. I just scared my gerbil underneath the couch. Oh, it's like I guess I didn't like that. But yeah,
Oh,
so
sure.
many people. I was just amazed. It was
Yeah.
it. It was a surreal experience,
Yeah.
especially because when I first started out in Kelowna, being to me,
Mhm.
I was just a legally blind street kid from Kelowna, but I did 15 years of stand-up comedy in my life, and 10 of them were there.
Oh,
Since
wow.
I was a little boy, I was doing stand up and doing talent shows and things like that. And
Hmm.
because I used to be for a young blind person, semi-blind person in
Hmm.
Kelowna, which is a
Yeah.
sort of at the time not very tolerant of people that were different.
Hmm.
I found that if I could make people laugh with my funny voices, they wouldn't beat me up. So, so that,
They
you
wouldn't beat you
know,
up.
they wouldn't beat me up if I could keep them laughing. And I couldn't drive a car. And so I knew that,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't going to be like a bunch of girls clambering down my door. And when you're a teenager, you kind of want to be looking cool and being,
Mhm.
you don't really even know your own body at that point, but you just knew that you knew what you were supposed to kind of do
Yeah.
in society. And so
Hmm.
I had to make up for it by being super funny and clever and try to see problems before they happened
Right.
and make fun of them before they happened so
Yeah.
people would be smiling by the time that they did.
Yeah.
So,
All right, cool.
but yeah,
All right. I want to talk about your next show. Now, you did the voice of
okay,
Cyrus Borg on Lego Ninjago's Masters of Spinjitzu and Ninjago.
I did, and I'm really glad that I did too, because yeah, because the voice was just so perfect for me. I had used that voice only for my own personal uses
Hmm.
for a character that I've created a long time ago called Mr. Pencraft. And he sounds a lot like this, and he's in my novel and in my Billy Brainrain children's book series.
Oh, nice.
So I took that voice and just refined him and made him Cyrus Borg and a little bit more approachable.
Yeah.
And
What was it
and
like getting to
so
work on Ninjago?
it was great. It was great. Again, we didn't know how big it was going to be. We had no idea.
Yeah.
So, but what I liked about playing Cyrus the most is because no matter what incarnation or season,
Mhm.
he's usually in one of the episodes. Because so
Yeah.
he's just always kind of there in the background. So I think I chose the right character because
You
I was not about
did.
to be replaced. So,
No.
so yeah, and I was working a lot when these shows first started auditioning. I was working like a lot of us. I was working 4 different shows or 3 different shows at one day even.
Mhm.
So we'd have to go from one end of town to the other end of town to the other end of town. So I was just happy playing this one little character.
Yeah.
And my other characters demanded a lot of refining in my voice. And so a lot of the big screaming actiony stuff I was telling my agent I didn't really want to do
Mhm.
because I have all these other like Bibble. If I scream too much, Bibble's gone. Like if I have a so and when I was doing Frieza, I
Mhm.
would also do truck ads and
Okay.
car ads.
Mhm.
See, because Frieza does this all day long, and he's always really up here, and you can always, taste the blood.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was always tell my agent to try and book me for auditions for truck ads. So the next day I'd be like, built for tough. Because my voice was so trashed. I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, give me the truck ads the next day. Give me auditions. So
Mhm.
doing these other little, and I knew that they'd be younger anyway. And I just really never got into the lead role kind of guy. I was
Right.
always I like playing the comic leads and the
Mhm.
comic like Pronto de Magnificent and all these things. They're all comedy based because I was always laughing all my life
Yeah.
because you know you kind of had to. There's you
Mhm.
got life is silly when you grow up half blind. So
Yeah.
it's so I used to make other people happy, and that would make me happy. And
Yeah.
so I used comedy all my life
Mhm.
as a kind of a tool to
Yeah.
defend myself.
Yeah.
And so whenever I got a chance to play the comic character
Mhm.
or the curious character or the one with the strange accent, they always called me because I love accents.
Yeah.
So Cyrus was right in keeping. I didn't want to try out for any of the other, action roles,
Yeah.
things like that.
And what was it like getting
Drix,
to work with what was it like getting to work with the voice cast of Ninjago?
Oh, it was great. Well, it's changed, right? So
Ah,
I knew a lot of these people, and they were friends of mine in the studio and a lot of them outside the studio.
yeah.
So we were already drinking buddies and going out and doing stuff together. And I think there was even talk of a bowling league once. Mm.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'm still trying to arrange one here in
You
town, but
should.
it's really hard to wrangle the cats because most voice actors that I know of that are my friends, we're all pretty reclusive people. We don't
Yeah.
really seek each other out, but
Mhm.
there are people that I make a special effort out of my time to get, like Michael Adam Thwaite. He's a ninjago as well, and he's a very dear
Yeah.
friend of mine.
Michael Adams
Um,
Wade is awesome.
he really is.
I
Yeah,
got to interview him in January.
he's a fantastic guy.
He's so
And
cool.
one of my he's a spiritual brother kind of outside of the industry. So he and I, when we talk, like
Yeah.
he was there to commemorate September 20th is the day that my mom and my favorite uncle passed. They were born at the same time, and they're both gone now. And so I celebrate
Oh,
them. And so Michael Adam Thwaite, I said, like last 2 years ago, I said, I want this guy, only this guy, to be with me on that day. And so he agreed to be with me. We played some chess. He says he won. He didn't win. He didn't.
oh,
Anyway, no, he's a
oh,
pretty good chess player.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So him, Brian Drummond, Sam Vincent. Um, there's so many people. Nicole Oliver, Peter New. All these people are friends of mine outside of, and I can't help it because I've known them for like some
Many
cases
years.
30 years, right? And
Wow,
so
that's a long
it's, yeah,
time.
it's a hard faucet to turn off and on. You can't, once you fall in
Yeah,
love with somebody, you played your mind with somebody and you get to play with each other in a studio, it forms a very different kind of bond than just a friendship
yeah,
because you feel like you've been inside each other's brains after so many years,
yeah,
trying to build the same world around for the world around
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
Awesome.
amazing.
And then you made your return to Ninjago again in Lego Ninjago's Dragons Rising, and this time you would play the role of Drix.
Yeah, well, it's yeah, I lost my voice for a couple of years. I was intubated after COVID.
Okay.
And yeah, and they tore it out. They left it in too long and tore it out too fast. And I couldn't do any voices for about two
Oh,
years, 2.5 years. I thought my career in voiceover was gone, and I was devastated. So just in the last 2 years, it's finally coming back, and I could finally do these voices without sounding like this anymore.
okay.
So Drix was, it's all very much like this. And after getting intubated, it was perfect. I could
Yeah,
do it no problem. So my agent told everybody, okay, Lee's coming back now, and he's that's why it seemed like I disappeared for a little while there,
right.
which I did.
Okay.
Yeah, for health reasons.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that was perfect. Drix was fun. I hope he comes back. I'm sure that
Me
because
too. I'm hoping. I mean, we're right around the corner from season 4 of Dragons Rising.
yes, I know. I can't believe that it's been that long already.
And
Wow.
Ninjago's celebrating 15 years, so
Yes. Oh,
oh my
when is
God.
that this year?
15, yeah, we just celebrated its 15th anniversary in January.
No way.
You didn't
I
know?
see. I didn't know.
Oh
Nobody
my
tells me
God.
these things. I don't know. Well, this is a
Wow.
well, you could wish me happy 15th
Well,
birthday
happy
then.
15 years
Forget
in
it.
Ninjago. There you
Oh,
go.
happy 15 years. What? Yeah. No, thank
The
you.
boy, one of the voice actors should have told you.
Well, I suppose, but then again, like I said, we're reclusive people. We don't
Yeah.
yeah, like this is the I'm going to on the 13th to the 15th I'm going to the TFLA, which is the Transformers
Oh
convention in Los
yeah.
Angeles, and it's the 30th annual and it's a reunion. So I get to see
Wow.
everybody, and Gary Chalk is one of my dear friends.
Oh, Gary
And
Chalk. I got to interview him last year in I think July or June,
yeah,
I think of last year. I got to interview him. He was really cool.
yeah, he is. He's like family to me. Like
Mhm.
we're not just friends.
Yeah.
We're basically family. Like
Mhm.
when he had his little cancer scare, my wife and I went to see him and stayed with him in his hospital. I brought him the same little fake light up Christmas tree that was I gave to my papa when he was in hospital, and he
Oh.
got better. And I gave it to Gary, and Gary got better. So yeah, it's like my magic little tree. So
Yeah. And also speaking of Dragons Rising, we've gotten a lot of cool now voice casts of Dragons Rising now. I mean, you have Devin Mack who does Aaron and who previously did Vangelis and Skull Sorcerer on Masters of the Mountain.
Holy cow! I did not know any
Yeah,
of those
he also
words.
does Sonic on Sonic Prime.
Who did?
Devin Mack.
Oh, Devin Mack. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and now we have
Y-
Sabrina Pry who does Sora, who previously did Princess Vanya on also Masters of the Mountain. And then you had Kazumi Evans who does Wildfire, who previously did Adagio on Rainbow Rock.
Oh, Kazumi.
She's
Everybody loves
awesome.
Kazumi. Yeah,
Love
she's
Kazumi.
great. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you also had David A.K., who currently does Frack, who previously did Noddy on Make Way for Noddy.
Yep, I remember David.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome. I actually had David
yeah.
A.K. on my very first episode.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
last year.
Yeah, good
All
kid.
right, well, now I want to talk about your last show. Now, you did the voice of Bling Bling Boy on Johnny Test.
I did. Yes.
So, what was it like getting to do Johnny Test and play Bling
Well,
Bling Boy?
okay, well, I don't, not a lot of people know this, but
Mhm.
Bling Bling came about because I loved the Addams Family,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the who played the Cusack, Joan Cusack, when she was the nurse,
Mhm.
said, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Addams, your children are just lovely." And so I thought, oh, that's cute. And so I took this and I just made him a little higher and like a jerkish little kid and who just got everything that he wanted.
Yeah.
And so then, and I also got to play Eugene. I got to play his mom.
Oh,
And
gosh.
yeah, Scott Fellows is still to me, I think one of the funniest pound for pound script writers in Los Angeles. At least he was, because
Yeah.
he's the creator.
Mhm.
So he had me playing so many characters on that. Bling Bling Boy, of course, the most iconic,
Mhm.
because he was the co-lead with Johnny.
Mhm.
And then, the General, I played him, and Speed McCool. Hey, I like your monkey. And Albert the Butler, and Mortimer Mouse,
Mhm.
and I think I have like 12 characters in that, I
Wow.
think. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. I
And
used to watch Johnny Test, actually. I think I used to watch Johnny Test with my twin sister, I believe.
oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Yes, I it was the longest time before I even saw anything. And
Yeah.
again, one of these fandoms that I did not know that would take off the way it did,
Yeah.
because I started looking up merchandise for Bling Bling. I don't collect a lot of merch. I didn't, but I'm going to this year
Yeah.
and start that little toy collection.
Mhm. Yeah.
But somebody had made a handmade crystal and gold
Mhm.
and diamond encrusted little keychain
Wow.
of Bling Bling Boy, because he was truly blinged out.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was just like, but then I looked at the price tag. I'm like, yeah, I don't want it that much.
Yeah.
But the fact that somebody's taking their skills out there and actually doing, and this goes fandom wide for any of
Yes.
the fandoms. The people's art that come out of what we do is just amazing. It's so fun, and so
Yeah.
like to think that you have an influence over some people, and they're like taking their skills, their art, and they're putting it through what you're doing, like what
Right.
the characters that you made, and they're filling in the backstories, or they're doing fan fiction, or they're doing fan art and
Yeah.
mashups and all of this, the artwork that I've been given. So I don't even have. I, I
Mhm.
lost count of how many boxes of great things through my career that
Yeah.
I've had given to me by such gifted artists
Yes.
and fans and stuff, and so it is very humbling. But
Yeah.
as an artist I can say that,
Mhm.
for me, to all of you, like, thank you for sharing that,
Yeah.
for that.
Nice. All right, Lee. Well, Lee, I have some questions, and I took these questions up on my own.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right. What
Wait,
do you
who made up
miss?
the first ones?
Yeah. What do you miss about playing Bibble?
Oh, I don't really miss anything about playing Bibble. I think Bibble was perfect for what he was, and I think doing anything more would,
Mhm.
well, I mean, I'd always be happy to do more if they asked, but
Yeah.
I was happy with the way that he evolved. what
Mhm.
his life turned into and
Yeah.
what people think his lives are. And it created so many friendships through so many fandoms. So that I think I'm really happy with what Bibble. I don't miss it at all. I am
Okay.
just constantly happy that it's still out there and people are still spreading the love because Bibble has sort of become
Yeah.
synonymous. It's just
Tsunami.
a wave of love. It's just,
Yeah.
he has become love.
Right.
So
Cool.
he is, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, this question's for Cyrus Borg. What is Cyrus Borg's favorite Disney character?
Cyrus Borg's favorite Disney character. Oh my. Well, let's see. I'd probably have to say Wally.
Ooh! I love Wally. I've seen the movie
That
Wally. It's such a good one.
Lunar, Lunar.
Yeah. Love Wally.
Because
That's such a movie
yeah,
classic.
why not? I don't. Why not?
Why not? This question's from Mr. Sparks. Mr. Sparks,
Oh
have
God, you can't even tell me what he sounds like though. That's not fair.
you
I can't answer in voice.
you could just say in well, how did Mr. Sparks meet Mo Noddy though? Just I don't know.
Well, I can't remember if I did him in a Hispanic accent or not.
I think so.
Um, did I? I might
I
have
think
done him like
so.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think I probably sounded like this
I think
or
so. Yeah.
something. Yeah, something like this. And so, well, I was at the grocer's and we were reaching for the same dragon fruit.
Mhm.
And the conversation started. How do you like dragon fruit? I love dragon fruit. I use it in porridge. And so it went on from there. He was a great guy, and then I started to do handyman work for him.
Nice. Awesome. Favorite PBS kids show?
Favorite PBS kid show? Are
Yes.
you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay, well, first of all, Mr. Rogers,
No, okay.
um, Sesame Street,
Hmm.
The Muppet Show, and Bob Ross.
I don't
Oh,
I don't
and
think
and
uh-huh.
what's that?
I
You
don't
don't
think
think
Bob Ross or oh, what's that other one? I don't think
Sesame
those two were
Street?
on Sesame Street was on PBS Kids and Mr. Rogers were, but I don't think the other two were. I don't know. I don't
Which
think
ones?
I think the Muppet Show was on Disney.
Oh, no, when I was a kid, it was, everything was going through PBS and
Oh,
all that
really?
stuff.
No
But in
way. I didn't know
Cologne, in
that.
Kelowna, yeah,
Okay.
there's only two local channels in Kelowna,
Okay,
so it
okay.
was either on one of those. But I know that I'm sure that Sesame Street was on
It
PBS.
was
I'm
on
pretty
PBS
sure.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
actually I actually grew up watching Sesame Street, and I know you're probably gonna laugh at me, but I've only seen one episode of Mr. Rogers.
what?
I know, I've only seen one episode.
Oh, Mr. Rogers is the best.
I know people are gonna probably
Yeah.
probably go in the comments and be like, "You gotta watch Mr. Rogers. You gotta watch more episodes."
I also liked watching Zoom, which is something that
Yes,
was out a long time.
I've only
Called
seen the
Zooms.
rebooted.
Do
I've
you
only seen
remember? Do you remember the address? How they sang the address at the end?
oh
Called Zoom, ZOOM, box 350,
Boston,
Boston,
Mass.
Mass. Oh,
Oh,
two,
two, one,
one,
three,
three,
four.
four.
Send
Send
it
it to
to 2.
Zoom. There you
Yes,
go.
I remember that
Yeah.
one. Yes.
And do you remember? I used to love the Electric Company.
Yes.
That's the first time Morgan Freeman had a speaking role ever.
Yes, Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Well, maybe he had a career after that, but that was the one that definitely his first one that I remember.
Yes. I remember some of these
Yep.
shows, but some of them I've seen reboots of.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, probably. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I watched
those
the
were
originals.
awesome. Yeah.
I was watching the OG. So,
Yeah,
yep.
OG.
OG.
Favorite Lego Ninjago season.
Mm, well, I don't really know. I think probably the first season because that's when I was introduced. And he was a lot more active back then because he needed to do a lot more expletives, like not
Yeah.
expletives. He swore a lot. No, explanations as to the background. So he had to bring everybody up to speed.
Yeah.
And sort of walk people through what's actually happening. Now, if you do this, then this will definitely happen. So please be careful of this.
All right.
And so there was a lot of explaining, and so I really loved that first season was getting to know everybody.
Cool.
So I think that'd be my favorite.
Cool. Favorite Transformers Beast Wars Decepticon, but it can't be your character. So it has to be It can't be Rampage, and it can't be Ravage, and it has to be a character. It has to be a Decepticon from Transformers Beast Force.
Oh, um, I don't really know. Because I don't know which ones ended up being in the show. So,
Oh God, I don't know either.
give me some names.
The only character
Uh,
I know is the T-Rex Megatron. That's the only one I know.
I think that who voiced that?
David K.
Yes, that would be the one. So David
Yeah,
is a friend. David's
love
a friend of all
Megatron.
of ours. See, David started in Vancouver with all of us. He was the first one of us to move to LA.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were all watching with great pride as the young prodigy left home and went to the big city.
Okay.
And yeah, so Dave, it would probably have to be David K is my favorite
Awesome.
Decepticon. Yeah.
Cool. Favorite Transformers Beast Wars voice actor?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many. I would probably say, because I love Gary Chalk so much.
Yeah, Gary Todd's
So
awesome.
I'd probably have to say Gary Chalk's characters is my,
Nice.
yeah, I guess because my heart is with that guy. So,
Yeah.
my favorite, and Doug Parker is a very dear friend of mine
Oh
too, because I
yeah, Doug
used to,
Parker.
yeah,
He's another good voice actor.
yeah, and so he did Starscream, and he was great in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, when I first met Doug, I was in Kelowna saving up money to come for auditions to him, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we became friends. And so when we started doing this, he didn't even understand. I got him called to one of his first conventions
Mhm.
because somebody asked me about other people. And so I said, "Oh, what about Doug Parker? He's a buddy of mine." And so he said, "Well, could you get a hold of him?" And so I did. And so he and Richard Newman, I think, who's
Oh yeah,
also,
Richard Newman. He's another good
oh
voice
my God,
actor.
he's another friend of mine. He's such a great,
Yeah.
great guy.
He did Mr.
Um,
Claude on Noddy.
he did. That's
Yeah.
right.
With the iconic
Yeah.
line, "Stop in the name of Claude."
That's right. Oh my gosh. That's going back a long way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Stepping into the Wayback Machine
Oh
there.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Favorite Barbie movie you did?
Oh. Um, I think Fairytopia was fun.
Ooh,
Or maybe it
yeah.
was good, but I played the Skizite, one of the Skizites as well in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and Terry Klassen played the other one.
Yeah.
But
Bibble is so iconic.
but yeah, I think Fairytopia with Bibble is just it's got to be my favorite. And
Yeah, nice.
yeah, I'm
This
pretty
question's
sure
for
Fairytopia.
this question's for Cyrus Borg. Cyrus, how did creating Pixel impact you?
How it what?
Impact you. If I said it right.
How did it impact me? Say the
Yes.
names again, please. I'm
Uh,
sorry. Say the names again one more time. You know I am getting
uh,
old.
how did how did creating Pixel impact you?
Oh, well, it was a monumental experiment and a monumental event. And so I consider it a privilege to be even a part of it.
Nice. I can actually do a Pixel voice. I can do a
Go
Pixel voice.
ahead.
Um, Welcome to Cyrus Borg. I'm Pixel.
Yes. Well, I think the voice went on to great things, and that was very good. Why didn't you
Thank you.
audition for it? You should have auditioned.
I don't know. Okay, favorite make way for
Do you remember how he created the voice? This character?
Nope. No. I don't know.
Well, okay. Anyway, I was just happy to be part of the conversation.
Awesome. Thank you, Cyrus. How did make oh wait, there we go. Favorite make way for naughty episode.
Uh, uh, okay, I'm going to admit something here. You're talking about things that happened so long ago. When
Yeah.
did Noddy come out? In
Two
like the late 80s, early
I'm talking
90s?
about the Make Way for Naughty series. I think that came out in like 2002.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I don't remember. I don't. I
Okay.
don't. Because you have
I
to
can tell you
understand.
my favorite episode, honestly. I can tell you
Okay,
mine.
you tell me your
Okay.
favorite episode
My
then.
favorite episode of Make Way for Naughty is Skittle in the Middle. That one.
Skittle in the middle. I will have to think about that.
That one
Skittle
was
in the
the
middle.
one when that was the one when Skippy didn't want to fall and basically all the Skittles fell Skippy wanted to do like other things and yeah.
No.
I might
Okay.
have to send you a lot of these video links.
I think now yes, Giovanni, you're gonna have to do some due diligence
I
and
might
fill
have
me in
to.
on what I well, that's great. I would love that.
I might have.
And you could get a hold of me through my website is almost my first real website is
Mhm.
about to be designed. So
Okay.
that's coming out before I go to so it's gonna be leetokar.com
All
or
right.
Lee at Lee is it Lee at leetokar.com? That's email. Okay. And the website is just leetokar.com? Yeah, it's leetokar.com.
Oh, I hear
So
hello person in the background that
leetokar.com.
I just heard. Hi.
Oh, that's my wife, Carly. She says, "Hello, Carly," or "Hello, wife," or
Hello.
person. She's plugged into her headset. She plays video. She's a gamer, but
Oh,
she's
she is
waving.
nice.
She's waving, and what are
Hi.
you playing right now? Well, hi, she says.
Oh.
The Dungeons and Dragons Demio NDR. Okay, I don't know what
Oh,
that is,
VR.
but
Yeah.
In VR.
I
Okay, I
see.
see.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
This is
So,
another question for Cyrus. Cyrus, why was Zane and Pixel not able to go to Prime Empire?
well, I don't think they had enough reception.
Okay.
They just didn't have any bars. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Um,
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
you're probably going to get better responses from other people who actually watch their own shows.
Probably.
I just love making the shows and I
Okay.
love the experience. I'm kind of a Taoist that way when it comes to my cartoons. I do them, I perform them, I love them. I love seeing that they affect people in such a happy and wonderful way. But each individual episode, each individual line, you have to understand, I've done probably
Million.
8,000 episodes, not including video games, not including
Yeah.
movies, not including over 500 commercials. I mean, I
Yeah.
after a while, over 30 years, and I'm like in my 50s now.
Okay.
So I kind of forget a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't really have a brain to think about those things, but I
Uh,
do know some of the characters that I have played, I can
okay.
step into immediately, and I will be able to tell you like there's some of the bigger things that I've done. I
Yeah.
know their backstory.
Okay.
But for these little ones, when I was first starting, I think I was just so excited
Yeah.
that I was just happy to be there.
Cool.
So,
Yeah. Favorite childhood TV show?
childhood TV show.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh, definitely Bugs Bunny and the Muppets.
Yeah, those are cool.
And Mr. Rogers. Those three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sesame
That's cool.
Street. Yeah. That's my three, I think.
Nice. Those are cool.
Yeah. What
Who's
about
the
you? What about you?
Oh,
What's your favorites?
oh wow. Ooh, are you talk like if we're
Only
talking
three.
all three? Okay. Oh man. This is gonna be tough. Let me think for a moment. There's a show I grew up called you probably wouldn't know, but there was a show called Olivia that was like a pig. Probably a show you wouldn't know, yeah.
I think I remember something like that. I
Okay.
know the name and I know that I
Yeah.
can remember it being associated with pig.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one.
Another show I grew up watching was Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Oh, okay. But I
And
don't
then another one, there's a third one. Oh man. Ah, ooh. And I grew up with Sesame Street. There you go.
there you go. Who doesn't
There
like
you
Sesame
go.
Street? Yeah.
Who's the funniest Ninjago voice actor?
Hmm. I don't know. I really like Michael Adamthwaite's.
Yeah.
And when Brian Dobson was playing Fong,
Hmm.
not Fong. What was his character that he played? Master Wu. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Paul Dobson?
Yeah, Paul Dobson.
Paul Dobson. Yeah, he did Woo. Yeah.
Paul, did I say Brian? I
Yeah,
don't
you
think I
said
did.
Brian Drudman.
Paul.
Paul Dobson.
So there's Brian Drummond and Brian Dobson. I thought for a second it was Brian Dobson. I mixed it twice over, so you can see how my brain is working prior to caffeine. So there you go.
Yeah. This question's for
But yeah, I think that yeah, and
yeah.
Michael Adamthwaite, his character is hilarious.
Yeah. This question's for Mr. Sparks. Mr. Sparks, do you have a favorite place to relax after a long day?
my favorite place to kick back and relax. Let me see. I would probably have to say, if this is even the voice, I would probably have to say that I like to kick back with a nice iced tea in the sunshine um by the pool with my little bumpy dog.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Uh, Favorite Bibble line.
Um, I just loved every time I said Lena Poof. I just
Yeah.
love what that when I said that the first time, I just thought, okay, now I got to say poof at the end of any proper
Oof.
name. Yeah, say oh, like Giovanna Perf, oh Giovanna Perf. So I would anything. So that's how I started to create the language
Mhm.
is creating these little rules until it became like a language to me. But I never
Yeah.
got one writing credit. You believe that?
I know. What?
I know. How fair is that? Not.
Excuse me. This question's for Bumpy Dog. Bumpy Dog, what's your
I don't
favorite
know.
game
It's
to
not
play with
fair.
Noddy and Toyland?
It's not fair. I don't have the
Bark, bark.
oh, yeah.
I'm probably guessing maybe knocking down the Skittles.
Oh, so that is Bibble.
Why is Bibble Bumpy Dog now?
No, no, no. It's just in the same part of the throat, except one is pinched towards the back and one is open towards the front.
Okay, okay,
So,
cool. This is a double question. This is a question for Mr. Sparks and for Cyrus Borg.
wow. Okay.
If Mr. Sparks and Cyrus Borg met each other for the first time, what would they say to each other?
Can I help you fix your chair?
Yeah.
I don't think I need any help right now, but I'd like to. Maybe I'll take down your number if ever we're looking for a position.
Ooh.
So I think Mr. Sparks would probably want to try and tinker with his with Cyrus's chair to try and make it that
Yeah,
to soup it
and
up a
then
little bit.
Mr. Sparks accidentally breaks a wheel on Cyrus
Break
Borg's
the wheel.
wheelchair, and he's like,
So, oh,
"Where'd
we
you
could. I'll have that fixed up for you just next week.
go?"
Well, I'm kind of busy today.
Ah, and then
There you go.
nice. What do you miss about doing naughty?
Well, again, it was kind of one of the first experiences that I had with playing with cast. So I think what I would say for most of these things is I miss being in a studio with my cast members again, with my little talk monkeys and my cartoon family is what
Talk
I've always
monkeys.
called them. Yeah. So I miss that, but COVID kind of put the kibosh on all that.
I
And
know.
and
COVID
it's really
wasn't fun.
been not the same since, unfortunately.
Yeah, COVID wasn't fun at all.
No, it really
No,
it took the knees out from the whole
it
industry, especially up
did.
here in Canada. In
Mhm.
Canada, it certainly did.
You know, because when COVID started, I was about to graduate eighth grade from middle school.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and then just all of a sudden COVID happened and it was just
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, um, yeah, it was COVID and then it's never really come bounced back entirely yet.
Mhm.
It has like some of us, I'm one of the lucky ones that still is working
Yeah,
on different things, excuse me, on two different things.
right.
Um, but most voice actors right now are not, and they're having to do other things. Excuse
Mhm.
me, hiccups.
No problem.
Um, yes. So I just miss doing all of the being in cast is what I miss about all that because after COVID, then there was the writers' strike in LA,
Oh
of course,
yeah.
and that took yeah, and so that was really hard to get through too because then you
Yeah.
have one problem compounded on another. And now, of course, we have to deal with AI. And
Oh,
so
yep.
yeah, so these are existential concerns
Right.
for a voice actor. They're not just, you
Mhm.
know, little things. These are actual problems
Right.
that change everything on a very rudimentary level a fundamental level. There's been a paradigm shift
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. What do you like to do during your spare time?
I work on my novel called The Grim Possession of Chesterfield Couch, Grym. And
Nice.
I have a Facebook page there for that, The Grim Possession of Chesterfield Couch. I'm going to start updating it now. Been
Okay.
working on it for about 13 years
Mm-hmm.
because I am legally blind, so it takes a legally blind person a very long time to go and memorize where all the words and sentences that need to be crafted. If you change one thing here, I have to remember where it was further on in so I basically had to memorize everything as I go, which is
Okay.
great. Yeah. So I do that and I do art and
Nice.
right now I'm inventing a new pair of glasses for people with low vision and
Ooh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. And it's not just for low-sighted people. It's also for the elderly, and it's also for people that just want to have more control over their visual environment without having words on a screen. It's
Yeah.
just the physical outlook of whatever you're looking at. So,
Okay.
mhm. But
Nice.
yeah, so I'm doing that. I fill myself with a lot of creative things, and
Hmm.
right now I'm concentrating on self-promotion for the first time because I just have never really done it. I've just kind of joked around and made little funny things. Like if you look at my YouTube channel, I had like there's a couple
Oh,
episodes
I'm
of things
subscribed
I
to
did.
your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So I did
Yep.
something called things and stuff because I just didn't know what to talk about. I did an experiment called Daily Life,
Okay. Yes.
Daylife, so daily life.
Yeah.
And I did 1 month of producing one and editing one show every day for 1 month.
Okay.
Just to see if I could do it because I wanted to learn how to do it. And
Mhm.
so going
Yeah.
from not knowing how to do anything by the end of the month, I could do like I was pumping these things out every day. So it
Yes.
was kind of as an artist, I wanted to give myself
Hmm.
that challenge. And
Yeah.
that was so these are the things I like to do.
Yeah.
Anything that involves creative or art, you'll be able to see some of my artwork.
Mhm.
Um, uh, Actually, I wonder if I have someplace. I do. Would you like to see some of my artwork? I just
Sure.
got them
I'd
back.
love
Just
to.
got I just got these back from the printers. So these are just so we'll see here. Here's these are four by four paintings. So that's of the moon.
Oh, that's so cool.
Now these are all prints for sale that I will have on my store,
Nice.
and that's called where is it? Come on. Oh wait, come on, where are you?
Where are you?
Damn you.
I can see it a
What?
little bit.
Oh,
Nice.
do I? Okay, okay. Take the huh? I have to take the blur off. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to put my
Oh, there we go.
face right here.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. This is the first time anybody's ever seen a guru.
Ooh, that's so
That's
cool.
my
Nice.
that's that's my new signing sheet for Guru, and I don't think anybody's ever had one because I've never signed Guru before.
Nice.
This is one I just finished from my mom after she passed away.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm colorblind as well as being
Mhm.
blind, but this is a huge canvas, and my mother's name was Laura, and it's called Laura's Borealis. Laura's
Nice.
Borealis. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these and see just what any other ones that you think would be great or something fun or something.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yes, there's so many. You'll see them all up. Oh, here's one I did for my
Okay.
papa after
Mhm.
he passed away.
Oh, that's so cool. That's another good one. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's another huge painting as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, not bad for a little blind kid from Cornwall.
Nice. Those are some cool ones.
Here's a 2 by 2.
Nice. That's so cool. Wow.
And let's see, one more. I'll give you one.
Okay, cool.
One more. Well, thank you for indulging me. This is very nice.
Yeah, you're such a
Oh,
good
here's okay.
artist.
This is the one. Oh, thank you. This one I'm not done yet, but it's almost
Nice.
done.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, it's called the smallest elevator in the world.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Anyway, so these are the things that I like to do when I'm not doing my voice acting as
Okay.
art, as
Hmm.
a performing art. I
Yeah.
like to do any other kind of art. I
Okay.
yes.
Nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you still remember the rap that Snips and Snails did in Rainbow Rocks?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't I don't remember what he did.
Snips!
This is one of my snip signing sheets. Uh,
Nice.
I was just because I was do you know Gabe Weiss? You know Gabe Weiss?
Yeah, Gabe. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of my good
Gabe was
friends.
Yes, he was just here. He's my little buddy. I've adopted him. And so well he calls me his Vancouver dad and Jocelyn is his
Oh,
Vancouver mom. And but he's a good little kid. He's my little buddy. And
Gabe.
so I look after
Yeah.
him when he comes here. He just left from his birthday here. We
Yeah,
celebrated.
I saw it on his Instagram.
Yeah, I took him over to meet my buddy Andrew Francis. I basically
Yeah,
trying to hook
I
him
saw
up with all
that.
my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get a hold of all of my friends and letting Gabe be a part of that and get him on his show to help him out.
Hmm.
So yeah, so he just left and I don't remember what the question was about. What were you?
Okay.
Oh, I was just taking out these signing sheets because I wanted to, he said he wanted some signing sheets from me. So
Okay.
for I gave him all for free. I had everything that I had ever made for a signing sheet for the ones
Nice.
that he wanted, and I signed him and I gave it to him,
Oh,
and I
cool.
put him up next door to a friend of mine's house, and he's
Mhm.
like literally two doors down from me. So that yeah, he was well looked after
Yeah,
and well
Gabe is one
loved
of
when
my
he was here.
yeah, Gabe is one of my good friends. I watch his channel
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, I
yeah.
saw the interview with you and
Oh,
Gabe.
you did?
I did
Oh,
watch it. That was
nice.
a really good one. Yeah.
It was. It was really fun. This is a good one too.
Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I have one more question. And do you have any make way for naughty toys?
No, I don't have. I
Oh.
see that's. I'm sadly lacking in any toys yet.
Okay.
I have very, very few. I think I have an old Bionicle because I played Makuta in
Ooh.
Bionicle. Yeah,
Okay.
the Mask of Light. And I have. I used to have a plushie Bibble, and that was so cute. But
Oh
it,
yeah.
I gave it to my niece, and now I don't. Now I'm like, well, she's all grown up now. And I wonder if she still has it, so I could ask it for it back. But I can't do
I
that.
don't
I'm not
know.
legal to.
Anyways, Lee,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
so much. I do have some drawings and some coloring pages I made for you.
Some what?
Drawings and some coloring pages I made for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But before I do, like I showed you, I have these My Little Pony DVDs. Love them.
Oh, let me see here. Hang on.
Okay,
Let me
hang on.
zoom out and zoom in
There we
here.
go.
Okay. Oh wow, look at that.
Yep,
Oh
I
wow.
have all three of
Oh,
them.
I don't have any of those.
You should get them.
I
I
know.
have a drawing of Bibble.
Oh, that's very good. You did these?
Yeah.
I love his little smirky smile.
Yeah, I basically what I did was I on on my computer I just like put the paper in front and then I just trace it.
Oh, oh,
I
okay.
have Stars board.
Oh, look at that. I love it.
Now I have coloring pages I made. I have Buffy Dog.
Oh my gosh, Bumpy. That's the first time I've seen a picture of Bumpy in
Hey,
years.
no way! That's so
Yeah,
cool. I
yeah.
got this one of Bumpy.
Oh, adorbs.
I know he's so cute. I love Bumpy Dog. I have this one of Mr. Sparks.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, that's what he
I
looks
really
like.
want to know if I've been insulting a whole bunch of Hispanic people today by doing that accent. I can't remember if it
I
was
don't
that
know.
voice or not. Oh
I got
man,
Bibble.
there he is. There's a little guy.
I got Snips.
Oh, and there that is. There he
And
is.
yeah, and I got Cyrus Borg.
And Cyrus Borg, nice coloring job, by
Thank
the way.
thank you. Well, everyone, this concludes today's interview with Lee Toker, the voice of awesome so many characters. Lee, where can they follow you on social media?
Well, I use my only name, so Lee Tokar. So I'd love for everybody that you know to please follow me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or any of the other socials, Threads, um,
Wherever.
Instagram, all that stuff. But my new video game, I have a video game coming out, but that's not me, but I'm
Oh,
playing on one. I
nice.
can't shit.
Don't tell anybody.
Anyway, yes, but Lee
So
at
I have to use this voice thing
leetokar.com is going
because
to
Lee
be the new. So
accidentally
look for it.
revealed his
Probably
email
be in a week
address.
from now, and I
So
would
you
love
guys are
everybody
hearing
to
my
come there
voice.
and you can see all the silly
Hello.
things.
Awesome.
Hang on, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just shared my email address with the world. So am I
Oh,
live? No,
okay.
no, it's okay.
Well,
I don't mind.
I don't mind that either because
It's
maybe people won't.
what? Hang on, what?
The website is leetokar.com.
Yeah, leetokar.com.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Um,
So
Before we do quickly go, could you give 2 shout outs to 2 people?
Two shout outs to
Um,
two people, sure.
First, can you give a shout out to my friend Brooke, aka Brooke Cosplay Girl, as Cyrus Borg's voice?
Well, here's a great big shout out to Giovanna's friend. What was her name again?
Brooke,
Brooke.
aka Cosplay Girl.
Brooke Cosplay Girl. Well, I didn't know her as Brooke, but I remember Brooke Cosplay Girl. I hope you're doing very well today indeed.
Awesome, thank you. And then the second shout out, can you say hello to my friend Gabe, aka, you've already met him before.
Oh, to Gabe, of course, my little buddy Gabe. Keep rocking, dude.
Awesome, thank you. Well, everyone, this concludes today's interview. Lee, thank you so much for coming on and joining me today.
Thank you very much for having me.
I had so much fun with you.
It's been my pleasure not remembering so many things that you reminded me of.
Oh, research them. Research them.
I know I'm gonna have to now.
Go to Behind the Voices.
There you go.
Go to Behind the Voices and you'll find all your characters you voiced.
There you go. Well, thanks for having me on your show.
You're welcome. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's interview. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
There you go. See ya.
Thanks for watching this video from Giovanna's interview. Please make sure you like the video, comment on the video, and make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications. You can also check out my website at www.giovannasInterviews.com. Bye, everybody!